IISD Reporting Services is in Paris for the UN climate change talks, covering selected side events. On Thursday, 3rd December 2015, a side event on engaging the private sector in adaptation was organized by Canada's International Development Research Centre, Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency Partnership, and the Private Finance Advisory Network. Participants discussed risks, challenges, and opportunities for private sector investment in adaptation and shared experiences and recent initiatives on adaptation investment.
Businesses are very cognizant of climate change. They're not ignoring the problem, and many companies actually want to be a part of the solution. So helping encourage that movement in the private sector of companies wanting to make a positive change, positive difference, I think is very important.
We're very interested in better understanding what the barriers are to private investment and private sector engagement more generally in helping take adaptation ideas, adaptation innovations to scale. We need the resources, the know-how of the private sector to make a real difference in helping the poor and vulnerable around the world to adapt to the reality that climate change presents.
Panel members discussed risks, challenges, and opportunities for private sector investment in adaptation.
Business is not uniform. Business is not a monolithic entity. There are different types of businesses that have different types of purposes at different scales.
There's too much political risk out there, there's too much instability, and that scares away investment.
Rule of law issues. Rule of law issues. The ability to trust the regulatory framework you're going to operate in. The understanding that there will be absorption capacity in the places in which you invest. The understanding that corruption, if it is rampant, will be addressed and will be dealt with.
The private sector will have expectations about the future and then do business. And so what the role of the governments then could be is just to help create an environment where the private sector can be innovative, to respond to climate change.
The money is there. That's not the issue. The issue is about how do we mobilize it into the places where it's needed, and how do we raise the awareness and how do we build the capacities that are necessary to be able to move that money.
A critical point is that we need new and better adapted financial tools to bring money into development areas which today are not yet markets.
You know, investment is actually not about money. It's about information. It's about how much you know about something, because you're not going to put your money somewhere when you don't know enough.
I think also making science more accessible is an issue. A 4,000-page IPCC report is not going to be read by a C-suite executive.
Participants shared experiences and recent initiatives on adaptation investment.
One of the things that we've started to do is figure out ways that we can have